Can you guess which side of my face right now is drugstore versus high-end? What side do we like? Do we like this side or do we like this side? Literally the packaging of half of this stuff is an identical replica of the other thing. And I'm like, how can these people just copy? But I mean, obviously they have also created really good products. So we're gonna put it to the test. I'm gonna have a full wear test. It is the morning right now and I'll come back at the end of the day and show you which side is better in terms of wear. To me, as I look at it really closely in the mirror, they look the same. I'm gonna ask my boyfriend if he can tell which side is the high end. I have a question for you. One half of my face is done with a drugstore and the other one is done with high-end products. So which one do you think is which? Or I guess which one do you think looks better?
This side.
You think this side is high-end?
Yes.
Why?
Texture and like caking. I can like see more of it on this side. This is more matte on this side, so it shows like your hair and your skin texture more.
Okay. Good job.
Yeah.
But in natural light, oh yeah, we're like really separating. And then in here we're not. These eyelashes are so much better. Let me show you guys how I got this makeup look. Come back and we're gonna actually reveal which one wears better. I'm gonna be doing higher end on my right side, lower end on my left side. So we're really going to be able to compare what these products do for our skin and to prove if it's actually worth the price. I asked my little Google Home if it could tell me for like exact similar dupes, and I have a lot of them. So it's going to be very interesting. Amelia just made me a little cappuccino. The Lumilé Tint in color 200 Neutral from L'Oreal. And then on my right, I'm gonna use number 7 of the Veil Hydrating Skin Tint from Hourglass. I'm gonna use different brushes for both sides. Pretty decent color match. I've always thought this is a very, very beautiful product. It's very lightweight, but it really does cover just enough. Neither one of these have SPF in it, so another reason why I thought this would be a really, really good comparison. And the side with number 7 or Hourglass Veil, literally same coverage. From a color match, they're literally identical. Again, this is 200 and this is 7. This one feels a little bit more wet on my skin, like it's a little bit cooler, which makes me feel like it's gonna be more moisturizing than this one, but we'll see what it looks like when it kind of dries down. Sometimes they look really good when you first put it on, and then I find some drugstore products, as you wear throughout the day, they start to break down. It doesn't have as much hold, so I'm kind of looking for that as well. Okay, I had to go digging for a product because I just realized that I had one that I'm excited to use. The next step is contour. The one that I have, which is this one, it's the Photo Ready Instant Sculpt from Revlon, and this is in color 430, which is this one right here. And I'm trying to compare it. This one is from Merit, and this one is a new one that I recently got and haven't even tried yet from Too Faced. According to the packaging and according to the width of the stick and all the things, it feels very similar. On my left, we're gonna start off with the Revlon. I realize I need to put a mirror on this side of my face so that you can actually see what I'm doing. I honestly am so impressed by this stick. This product is incredible. The formula is so creamy and it blends out like a dream. You're going to see with the same brushes. So I'm gonna use one for my high end and then this one for my drugstore. And every time I blend in, I just kind of press it into the skin. Another tip that I actually love to do with my contour, and I talked about this before, I take it from the corner of my eye and just kind of like flick it up and out. It does this like lifting, almost like cat eye effect. And Mary Phillips actually posted that in one of her videos. If you don't know who that is, she's an incredibly talented makeup artist and does like Hailey Bieber's makeup. So she's very, very talented and I recommend watching some of her tutorials. And then on this side, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced. This is the Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick in Chocolate Caramel. And I feel like this is going to be a lot more pigmented, so I'm gonna try and go a little bit lighter. This is a lot more pigmented, and honestly, like, I really love that Revlon one. Like, I think that Revlon is mind-blowingly amazing. Looks, honestly, this side compared to this side, what I'm seeing and noticing right now is that you already can't tell that it's 2 different brands of makeup on my face. Love to see it. And again, isn't necessarily drugstore, but bear with me. This dupe is just too good to not do. ColourPop Weightless Liquid Blush. And I have to say that I know e.l.f. makes a blush in this similar packaging, but I'm just like not a huge fan of it. How much is the ColourPop Weightless Liquid Blush?
Typically retails for $10.
How much is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush?
Typically retails for $25.
So, hey Google, stop.
Are you looking to find
Stop.
specific?
Love her, but sometimes, my goodness. So this is $10 and this is about $25. There's quite a significance of price differences happening here. I'm gonna show you on the back of my hand. This is from ColourPop and Color Super Shy. See the top? It's amazing to me that this is legal. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Okay, so obviously on this side, we're gonna be using the one from ColourPop. So blending it out, placing it on, and it shows up honestly perfectly to me. This is crazy. They look the same. And again, 2 different brushes. I'm using both M202 and M244. Colors on the skin look literally identical. You know, this is amazing to me. I love this. This is very, very fun. I hope you guys are having fun because I'm having a lot of fun. According to my Google, this is a perfect dupe. This is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer N5, and then the Tarte Shape Tape, which was a holy grail for so long, light medium sand. The only thing right now I'm realizing is how light this side will be compared to this one. It's kind of hard to do exact matches when the colors are a little bit off. I feel like this one looks worse. I actually listened to, I think it's called How I Built This, and it was the whole episode on e.l.f. Did you know that this brand stands for ears, lips, and face? Like, or ears. Eyes, lips, and face. On the drugstore side, I'm gonna be using the Morphe Nano Brow Pencil. I believe this one is also $10. Very light blonde. It actually matches my hair kind of perfectly. This is color light and it's from Refi Brow Pencil. So pigmented that even a tiny bit gets really dark, so I'm gonna try and keep them even. Brows honestly actually look a lot more similar than I was anticipated. I was nervous about that. This is gonna be the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is color light pink. And I think these tints kind of do need a little bit of a set. They're great, but it's also summertime. I'm hot and like I feel if I don't put anything on, it's all gonna melt off. Light pink from Makeup by Mario because it's my all-time favorite, but because that one's light pink, I'm obviously gonna use a light pink setting powder. Makeup by Mario in fair pink, so I'll just throw that everywhere. I was hoping for a significant side-by-side to show you the difference and how different they are, but they're not different at all. Next comparison is the L'Oreal Up to 24-Hour Brow Lamination and then the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. This brow lamination one I've used before. It works incredibly well. It's definitely a lot stronger than the one from Rare Beauty. Okay, let's take a good look at my skin before I start adding a bunch of stuff on top of it. I like this side better, and it's not that drastic or significant, but I just feel like maybe it has a little bit more coverage, but it still doesn't look like makeup at all. This is gonna be a good comparison. I don't usually wear eyeshadow, so this is me going a little bit crazy and out of my comfort zone, but this is a YSL palette in color Couture Mini Clutch. I'm just dropping everything everywhere. And then this is a little palette from e.l.f. From a packaging standpoint, clearly we have a winner. The actual colors I want to swatch because if you look at them side by side, like they do kind of read like very similar. I'm gonna do this shimmery light shimmer. This is e.l.f. and this one is from YSL. This one is YSL. The glitters on this side are a lot bigger than they are on the other. A lot dustier, a lot more fairy-like. Like you can see big casts of shimmer versus this side is just like really diffused. And I prefer a more diffused shimmer. Like if I was to actually pick a side. This is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara and this is color brown and I'm going to be using it next to the YSL mascara. Not because the spoolies are the same, not because I think the finish is the same, but because this is like a lower end to a higher end comparison. This side's going to be dark brown and this side is going to be black. So let's just curl my lashes to start. Do Maybelline obviously on this side. Fans them out, separates them really beautifully. 3 different tubes of it. One is a brown waterproof, which is really hard to find. A brown mascara that's waterproof. YSL, this is the Lash Clash mascara. I mentioned this in my high-end beauty favorites, mascaras that are actually worth the money, and I find that this one truly is so good if you want like a full va-va-voom lash. Comparing the two, they're obviously both very different, but I do find a lot more lift from the one from YSL. I have quite the collection of lip liners and I'm trying to find some to compare. I have like you know, high end, obviously YSL, whatever, but I also only have so many drugstore colors, and you can see where I tried to swatch them and find drugstore ones that match the right color. Found these two to be pretty similar. They're not spot on, but this is the NYX lip pencil in color natural, and it is incredible. Like, it's such a pretty color. I'm gonna show you. It is a very pretty soft neutral extension of your natural color. And then this one is from Mary Phillips MPH, and this is in color Cowgirl. I would actually say very comparable hydration, and like interestingly next to each other on my lips you can't even tell that one is different than the other. I mean, this side's like a little bit more brown, but in terms of shine on my face, same. I still like this side more. This side, I'm gonna do the e.l.f. Micro Setting Mist Soft Focus Setting Spray from Hourglass. And for highlight, we have two highlights here. This one is the Lori Lumile Glass. This has been in Makeup Artist Kits. I talk about it all the time. It's one of the most beautiful drugstore highlighters I've ever found, and this is in color Glassy Pearl. And on this side, very similar, except this one is obviously a little bit more pink. This is in color Nectar. I'm gonna be having all of the price differences so you can truly see how much the difference of these two things are. I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna go work out, I'm gonna go have a day. Like, I wanna spend time in this makeup and I wanna actually see how it wears because it looks really good. Like, I'm so happy with how my makeup turned out. So it's the morning right now. I'm gonna come back at the end of the day and we're gonna actually compare each side of my face and see which one wears better. I'll see you guys later on tonight. It's currently 9 p.m. I finished my gym workout. I obviously went to the gym. I'm like, let's look at everything and see what we're working with, which side looks better. I would say I'm definitely... Interestingly, I'm equally shiny. Like, when I see in this area on both sides, maybe the high-end Hourglass one is a little bit worse. My eyelashes haven't moved since the second that I put them on both sides, I will say. No creasing of the eyeshadow. My brows on both sides didn't go anywhere. This is the best place to test this, which is this little like crease between my nose. I pull it on this side, there's nothing. When I pull it on this side, separated and cakey, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to come in and see this. Lips are obviously both off. This blush from Rare Beauty is still there, and this blush from, it's not really gone entirely. The Revlon contour I used is still there, but the blush is definitely still there from Rare Beauty. Overall, everything did a really, really good job of a full wear test. I mean, I did like a full Stairmaster routine. Like, I was definitely drenched in sweat at the gym. I hope you guys are enjoying these tutorials of wear tests. I always find them very interesting, especially as an active person. I want to know what actually works. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.